Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Heather here, and today, as you can see, I have another lovely guest.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
She's my best friend, you know, besides my mom, who is also on the channel. But today, she does. We all work together. Long story. Anyways, today we're gonna do a mermaid-inspired halo eye on her. Again, not a makeup artist, so I'm sure I'm going to do lots of things wrong, but it'll be fun, and it's a chance to get her on my channel, and I'm very excited. So, yeah, short story first, I was trying to get her on my channel before, and it didn't happen, and she was like, well, maybe if we do, like, a fantasy look, and I was like, maybe a mermaid, and she's like, done.
Yeah,
so, today we're going to focus on her, so I'm going to change the camera slightly to look at her. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to kind of be popping in and out. But she's already got foundation on. What foundation do you have?
So I have a Bare Minerals foundation on. It is this one. I think I'm blocking something.
It's not going to focus.
Okay, anyways. It is Bare Shell. It's a liquid foundation.
It's the Bare Skin line.
Yeah, Bare Skin.
And all the stuff will be listed down below. And she just used the brush that goes with it.
I've got this kind of a brush. Pretty cool.
If you want to dupe for that brush, by the way, NYX has a really good one. Maybe a little less expensive. So today we've got lots of colorful eyeshadows. So we're going to just go ahead and dive right in. But because this is a mermaid tutorial, I thought it was only appropriate that we use the Tarte, what's it called? Tarte Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette. So it's gorgeous. It looks like this. And I don't know why I'm even bothering to cover up the mirror because the packaging is reflective. But we're going to go in with Sandbar. And while I get a brush, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your makeup history?
Okay, wow. So my makeup history is small, I guess. So I didn't really ever grow up my parents. Not my parents. I mean, my mom doesn't really wear makeup, so I never really watched her putting makeup on growing up. I also have an older sister, but again, she doesn't really wear a lot of makeup. So I don't really remember watching people put on makeup daily, and so I never really put makeup on daily for a long time. Still, I don't daily. I will occasionally. Sometimes more frequently, I'll kind of get in the habit and then go back away from it. But usually when I do, it's just a general kind of foundation around the eyes. And then sometimes they're just like eyeshadow, sometimes mascara, not always.
So now I'm going to steal her for a moment. She can keep talking. Close your eyes.
Okay.
And what is your favorite kinds of makeup to wear?
My favorite kinds of makeup, I usually use kind of more of a white or like a blush pink. Pink is my favorite color. Yeah, mostly kind of those. I usually use like the nude palette. When I'm choosing my makeup.
So you're more of a natural kind of girl.
Yeah.
So this will be lots of fun because we're definitely going to put lots of colors on her, and I'm very excited. We are going to go in next with the NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow in Bright, like I showed you before. This is the palette. We're going to take, I think, this, well, no, we're going to start with this purple shade right here. You can kind of see it's a little washed out on camera. I apologize for that. But it's a lighter transitional shade. So yeah, you said pink is your favorite color?
Pink is my favorite color, yeah.
What other things do you like to do for hobbies? I mean, obviously I like makeup. What do you like?
Yeah, what other things do I like? I really like reading. I'm kind of a book nerd. Although I've been slow reading lately. But this one over here just introduced, well, not just, but introduced me to comic books. So I've been getting into different comic books lately, trying to start some new series and just kind of figuring out kind of a different realm of storytelling. Because something that I kind of always say is that I just like stories in different formats. So not necessarily just reading. I love consuming stories. Not great at like producing them. Really not great. Like don't like writing. But love reading and watching like TV and shows and all kinds of other things.
This one. We're going to go in with this one, and we're going to go, and because we're doing a halo eye, we're going to put it on the outside and the inside of the eye and try and leave the center of her eyelid kind of bare. So what's your favorite kind of story to read about, listen to?
My favorite story, I really like fantasy stuff and kind of like medieval stuff. And yeah, like knights, princesses, princes, love stories, kind of that general realm of things.
So do you have a favorite book?
Oh, I have a lot of different favorite books, I would say. Kind of whatever book I've read last tends to be my favorite. I really liked the Harry Potter series originally when I read it. But I also read a lot of like George R.R. Martin. I've read a lot of Terry Goodkind. They both have kind of more adventuring style books, I guess.
Adventuring fantasy, but
yeah.
Yeah. Do you like romance stuff?
Kind of romance stuff. Like, not specifically romance, but if it has any kind of romantic plot in it, I'm probably more interested in it.
You're like, I'm down.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's kind of new in your life lately? Like, are you doing anything fun? Like,
yes, as a matter of fact, the thing that's most fun right now that I'm getting a lot of fun joy out of is I just started playing Dungeons and Dragons with this one over here.
Me too.
It's super exciting. I am a gnome. I'm a rock gnome, and I'm a bard in the game, and I'm just kind of figuring out how to play the game, and what being that character looks like, really. So it's kind of fun to delve into the world of my character. Her name is Tiliopalili, Elowick, Pennywonder, Tonatap, Turin. Quite a long name, but I love her, and
we all do.
It's true. Couldn't possibly have a shorter name, although you can call her Tilly.
I'm a terrible beauty guru. Not a thing for me, but we're going in with this shade next. It's a greeny, tealy color. Sorry, continue. Tell us more about Tilly.
Yeah, so Tilly grew up just in a family of other gnomes, and she... her mom is a gem cutter, and so she would watch her mom cut gems and always be asking her mom about different things, the people that she was meeting, things like that, when they would bring her the gems. And her dad was a tinkerer, and so she also dabbled in the tinkering for a while, trying to learn how to kind of fix things and mend things and create new inventions. And yeah, now she's kind of braving off into the world on her own and starting some of her own adventures. She loves adventures, but she's not really been on a lot of them. And so she's kind of discovering what adventure looks like, I guess, which is kind of fun.
That's awesome. Now, there's a ton of fallout. I'm just going to warn you.
Okay.
Guys, we will fix that later with some concealer or a makeup wipe and then go back in and touch up the foundation. So don't worry. It looks kind of like a bruise right now because of the colors. Yeah, no. But we'll fix it up later. Next, we're going to go in with the NYX water palette. And I'm debating what color. I have this color on my lid and I was like all for it. So I think I'm going to go in with that one. It's this color right here. This beauty, which I'm sticking my finger in front of. There we go. And we're just going to put that on the center of the lid. It's a great foiled shade. If you want it even more intense, you can spray it with some like setting spray or Fix Plus or something. But I think that it'll be a good transition. Actually, I think I am going to spray it with some setting spray. I've got the new Wet n Wild spray. I've not even used this, so it should be interesting. But I want it to really pop on the eye, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Continue.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was spraying at me.
Nope.
I was like bracing for it.
So, yeah, this is the first time I've done Jenny's makeup. So
really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how have you not done my makeup before?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
I didn't even realize that.
I think I would rather apply this with my finger. I think it's just going to go better.
Just get in there.
So, good friends.
Yeah.
Good friends let you apply eyeshadow with their fingers to your eyeball.
Yep.
All right, so what kind of adventures have you been on so far with Tilly?
Well, Tilly just got to this town that she was invited to via letter to help with some kind of unknown quest she didn't really know about. And so she got there, and it turns out there is a forest in this nearby town, or not in the town, but just outside of the town, that is sick and like diseased and dying, and there's a whole bunch of like creatures coming out, and because the forest is dying, they're coming out and like attacking the town people and stuff, which is bad. So somebody brought us in to go check that out and try and figure out how to fix and heal the forest so that all these other things stop happening, kind of thing. So we've gone into town to try and get supplies and such. And while we were in town one of the days picking up some of our supplies that we had ordered, there were all these wolves that attacked us, and it was really scary.
It was.
And terrifying.
It was terrifying.
And her character, like, almost died, which was really scary.
I was knocked out. If you played D&D, you know what I'm talking about.
Unconscious.
It wasn't a good look.
Yeah, so that was, like, our first battle ever as a D&D player, which was really, really exciting, and afterwards was, like, the craziest feeling to have, like, a kind of a, like, high of life that's like, this isn't even real life, but it is, and it's, oh my gosh, and, like, you're having all these feelings. It's crazy and exciting and wonderful.
So I'm going to try and brush this away with a really fluffy brush, and I don't mind if there's a little bit, because we are going to take that shimmery shade down below. We're going to go back in with this dark shadow, the dark purple on her lower lash line. I kind of started here, but we're going to deepen it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So tell us more about your fantasy loves. Do you have anything else, like, besides just comics, or what?
I don't know. I guess just different
TV shows?
Yeah, TV shows. I really like the show Doctor Who, which is definitely fantasy. I'm really into Game of Thrones.
How about anime? Do you like anime?
Anime. So I've just kind of started getting into anime. So pretty much the only animes I've really seen.
And look up.
Okay.
And keep saying.
Most of the things that I've seen that are anime is I watched the Full Metal Alchemist show that Heather showed me.
I just spoke you.
No.
Oh, good.
You're good. And
word to the wise.
Was the most fun.
If you want your friends to come back on your channel, don't poke them in the eye.
It's okay. She's not poking me. I promise.
Good. All right, continue. So, Full Metal Alchemist. Who was your favorite character?
My favorite character was Winry Rockbell. And yeah, I think that was actually probably part of the reason that I ended up having something to do with tinkering also, is because she makes all of the gear for the Full Metal Alchemist kids. And I just think she's super awesome. I like that she's kind of independent and that she's just like telling them what to do all the time.
Okay, look up.
And has mad skills and is loved by the towns that she goes to because she's so good at just like helping people out. And yeah, so I really like that about her. And I like that she is always putting other people first. I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, so those are some of the things I liked about that character. Yeah, and so I actually made, I was kind of talking about D&D earlier, I made her be like one of the apprentice people that's just worked with my dad in the game. So I was like, oh, Winry, she's a tinkerer for sure. And also since alchemy is something that is also part of the D&D world, I kind of just was like, that makes perfect sense that she could definitely be in that world. I mean, I made her a gnome, which she's not, but
she could be.
So, you know.
For blush, we're going to go in with Don't Flutter Yourself. It's one of the new Wet n Wild blushes. I actually really like these. This is the paler pink one. And I felt like this Lisa Frank blush brush was just kind of necessary.
It's totally necessary.
So we're gonna dip on in here. I have actually not worn this one on my face. So smile.
Oh, I don't have to close my eyes for this.
You don't have to close your eyes.
I don't.
Well, now I'm making you look like a clown, but we'll even that out in a moment.
I like being clowny.
So Winry is now a gnome.
Yep, Winry is a gnome. It's happening.
Love it. I love it.
Let's see. Other fantasy things I'm really into. Harry Potter. I just got a new Harry Potter game on my phone, which I'm having kind of a love-hate relationship with, to be honest. But I'm just excited that I get to be, like, in that world also. And be like, Harry Potter, I'm a character. I get to do things. I wish I get to choose more of the things I do. And it was less like, must do this, must do this, must do this. But I really like the characters that they've created in it. So that's been interesting to play.
So here's a little secret. You get too much blush on, look that way, like that, and it looks kind of like a clown. And now this will take away some of the sparkle, but that's okay. We're going to go in with a highlighter later. But I'm going to take a loose setting powder. This is the NYC Smooth Skin. And I'm just going to brush it over the top. And it kind of diffuses it slightly. It leaves some of the color.
Ooh, yeah.
And it makes it just a little more natural. Look back towards me so I can do this cheek. Now, this particular brush is not the softest. I know, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
But it's just kind of a little trick. And last, I think we're going to go in with this Royal & Langnickel Precision Angled Brush. It's probably an eyeshadow brush, but I'll be honest with you, I'm going to use it for a highlighter.
Yay!
So we're going to use the water palette again, and we're going to go in with the very first one in the palette here. It's a like light ice blue with like a, almost like a duochrome deeper blue flip, but it looks really cool, and I'm anxious.
Do I close or?
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
Just keep talking.
Okay. Yes. So Harry Potter. I'm a Hufflepuff, if you guys were wondering.
I'm a Ravenclaw.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually a little bit surprised when I was Hufflepuff, just because if you've read the series and then seen the book, no, I said that wrong. If you've seen the movies, yeah, read the series and then seen the movies, then you get a lot of Gryffindor. And so you kind of naturally, at least for me, was like, oh, Gryffindor, that's the house that is. But I also know, like, that's not really a lot of my characteristics, necessarily. So when I first, like, took the sorting quiz, I was kind of surprised, like, oh my gosh, I'm in Hufflepuff. Like, I kind of wanted to be in Ravenclaw, because, you know, I like books.
They're pretty
and,
cool.
you know, I thought that'd be cool. But I also was kind of like, Hufflepuff? Oh, this is really cool. Like, and I got really excited about it.
And she's totally a Hufflepuff,
I'm
guys.
such a
She
Hufflepuff,
really
guys. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so yeah, I'm a Hufflepuff, and it's really awesome, and I love it.
So next, I'm gonna have her put on her own mascara.
Ooh, okay.
Because you don't want to mix mascaras if one person wears them and another person, you're doing someone else's makeup. You want to make sure that the wand you're using is different, just to prevent from like diseases spreading.
Oh, didn't know that.
There you go. So the one that she's using is the Revlon Ultra Volume Mascara. It's the one with the pink top.
Yeah,
and I'm guessing that she picked it because it had a pink top.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly, yeah.
Do I know my friend or what?
Also, I kind of liked the brush part of it. Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm going to let her go ahead and do it, and
yes,
I'm going to give
you.
her a mirror.
Some kind of thing to see.
Because I'm a good friend.
Yes, that's right. Good friends let their friends do mascara with mirrors, guys.
And in the meantime, yes, I have read all of the Harry Potter series. I am a Ravenclaw, which is why I decided to start kind of reading more. I actually have dyslexia, so for me it was kind of an interesting thing because I don't read a lot, but I have since really enjoyed reading comics. I've gone through probably almost 25 comics since January. And I just really, and those are the comic book volumes. They're not like issues. I'm talking about the volumes. So yeah.
Gosh. Okay, I didn't get that. Sorry, I thought I got it on myself.
It's all good. I have a trick for that too.
I'm good.
So now you, do you want to do some lips?
Yeah, let's try lips.
All right. So for lips today, the one that she's picked out,
this wonderful color,
is it. She's showing you the color, but it's the Shine 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 lip gloss from.
It's called Happiness in a Bottle, guys. I didn't even read that until just now.
She picked this one. It's one from Essence. I am a gloss girl, but I don't love this formula personally. So I was like, here, you want a lip gloss? So I don't know. Do you like the feel of it so far?
So far, yes.
So far, yes, she likes it. So she's picked out the one I had, like one that had slight metallic sheen to it, and then this one, which is just kind of a nudie pink, which is very her.
Fix my face in just a moment here.
Fix your face.
Fix my face. Fix my lips because I just smeared, I think. Over here.
That's okay. We all do that.
I'm so professional, guys.
So
I usually this one has a little bit bigger of like a
doe foot
brush,
applicator.
yeah, applicator part. And so I usually don't. I'm not as messy, but I don't really know. Yeah,
So,
I like this one actually a lot.
So now she actually has a mirror in front of her. If you want to go ahead and here, actually, I'll give her a bigger mirror so that way she can actually see her own. You don't have to show them.
Okay. I was like, how do I get to the mirror?
A bigger mirror so that way you can see what the whole makeup looks like all together.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, I couldn't even see the purple. That's so crazy. I love it.
So this is my little take on Mermaid, and she's now.
I'm trying to block you. There you go. Now you can see,
she's blocking
and
it.
I can see.
And I am going to cut real quick to a close-up of the eye look and the makeup look. So, Jenny, we're going to zoom in on your face.
Okay.
Hey, guys. So, this is the final look. Go ahead and look down. So, as you can see, we did kind of, well, not all the way down.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
You can see we did kind of a halo eye with the purples and the blues, and then did a subtle blush. Well, it wasn't so subtle, but we toned it down.
No, it's good.
And if you turn your head more towards me, you guys can actually see the blue flip right here of the highlighter on her cheek. And yeah, so this is the final look. I'm going to go ahead and say thank you so much to Jenny for being on my channel.
Oh, thanks for having me on your channel. I would love to come again.
Yay, I'm excited.
Also, I love my eyeshadow right now. Guys, I like don't know how to blend, and so I just don't. And this is awesome.
So I'm going to sign off, and I will see you guys in the next YouTube video.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Jenny will be back.
Who knows?
Bye, guys.
Bye.